Hi, it's Imogen Lamport from Inside Out Style coming to answer your colour and style questions. I struggle with the intimidation and non-approachable effect I have with being tall, high contrast and a fairly classic dramatic personality. Nowadays I dress in medium to low contrast in more muted colours to be approachable and less intimidating, but it feels less me. And I think, Sarah, that you shouldn't have to dress in a low contrast or maybe, like more muted colours may work for you, but there are also other things to think about. So when we are thinking about how do I make myself more approachable, if my natural physicality is quite intimidating, by the sound of it, yours is, then what we want to do is then I advise you to go and have a look at my yin and yang posts and have a look at what are the elements of design that create yin outfits. So it's not just a low contrast. It's things like soft fabrics, lighter weight fabrics rather than kind of stiff or structured fabrics, less structure in your clothes rather than being overly structured. I know when you're dramatic, you want to wear a bit more structure, but it's kind of getting that balance as well. So thinking about things that are a little bit more softer in their appearance, thinking about patterns rather than straight or patterns. Think about, curvy patterns, maybe florals, spots, paisley, any sort of pattern that has a curve rather than being straight lines. More broken patterns rather than really solid ones. There's lots of different yin elements that you could try out that will help to soften you down a little bit. And just, maybe it is bringing in colours like pink or lighter colours, softer colours, depending on your colouring. We don't want to go away from your colour palette, but within that it's looking for how do you bring that little bit of softness in rather than being, I'm going to wear red and black or, black and white, and become, kind of emphasize that yangness or that unapproachableness that you might naturally have just because of height, and like too much dark color too. So it's kind of bringing that back, making sure you're always adding something light in with your dark, rather than being all dark, is really important, and those medium value colors are great as well. So, you can, stepping through that light to dark as well. So even though that still allows you that high contrast, which is what you need, but when you put that medium color in between, it softens down the look. It's not so yang. So it's thinking about those things. So hopefully there's something there to think about. It's looking at that list of what are the yin elements to design, which ones do you personally like, and therefore how can you bring those things into your outfits to soften them down and make you look more approachable, but still feel like you. And I think that's what's really important. If you're really feeling like not you, then, you're not going to be confident in the way you would be. And I think that's not right. So it's still, you want to be you, just you want to be you in a way that's a little bit more approachable for other people.